I showed up with a cake my children helped bake. My father answered the door and greeted me with, "Don't turn this into a scene." So I didn't. I turned around and quietly shut everything down. 15 minutes later, their carefully planned day began to unravel. 2 hours after that, he showed up demanding answers. I opened the door before he could knock. His face was flushed, frantic, his breath jagged with anger. Mine stayed still. "You cut off her account." "What the hell is wrong with you?" he growled, every word like poison. I stepped aside and said, "You've got 5 minutes. After that, it becomes about me." He marched in, unaware the battle was already over. When I was little, my mom and I used to bake birthday cakes together. Carrot with cream cheese icing. It was our tradition. Then came the grandkids, my kids. And just like that, I was excluded. No part in the planning, not a single photo, no voice in the celebration. Just an extra in a story I helped write. Still, every year I showed up, smile fixed, cake in hand, arms open. This year was no different. My children helped decorate. Tiny fingerprints pressed into frosting. A slightly crooked heart piped on top. My dad opened the door. "Don't make it about you." No greeting, no gratitude. Just a sentence sharp enough to slice the air. I nodded, placed the cake on a side table, turned and walked away. It wasn't one moment that broke me. It was thousands. The dismissive looks when I spoke. The exasperated sighs when my kids cried. The way I was gradually left out of messages, plans, group decisions. Last year, they even used my recipe, my cake idea, and still gave credit to my sister-in-law because she helped with the frosting. That's when it finally clicked. They only ever loved the version of me that no longer existed. The obedient daughter, the quiet one, the one who stayed small, invisible, convenient. But the version of me who endured, they wanted her erased. So I granted their wish. I changed the passwords first. The banking app I'd set up for my mom, her Netflix, her utility accounts, the food delivery services, all managed by me because she didn't like handling tech. I revoked access, turned off autopay, closed the shared emergency fund, locked the backup credit card she used for shopping. It wasn't revenge. It was surgery. Precise, bloodless, quiet. Midway through the party, my brother texted, "Why did the bank decline Mom's card?" I replied, "She told me not to make it about me." So I didn't. Then the unraveling began. They couldn't order food. The birthday slideshow didn't play. They forgot I still had to drive. Even the special candles wouldn't light. I had taken them when I left. I wasn't the center of the celebration. I became the absence that lingered. Then came the aftermath. My mother called. I ignored it. My brother called. I blocked him. 2 hours later, my father was pounding on my door like he could shake explanations out of the walls. I let him in, just enough to watch him unravel. He paced my living room, shouting the same tired phrases I've heard my whole life. "You're selfish. You always need attention. She cried on her birthday. She's your mother. You owe her." I let his words hit like cold rain. And when he was done, I met his eyes and said, "You're right. I did owe her." And I paid, with every skipped meal, every last-minute favor, every rushed transfer when she needed money, every hour spent fixing problems she created, then blaming myself when things fell apart. I stepped closer, calm and firm. But the debt's cleared now. I don't owe her or you anything. He just stood there stunned, like I was speaking a language he'd never heard before. So I translated. "You made it clear I'm not part of that family." I just started acting like it. That silence afterward, it wasn't empty. It was final. The kind that comes after a door slams for the last time. He mumbled something and left, slower than he arrived, slower than he's ever done anything for me. And when the door shut, I didn't cry. I walked into the kitchen. My kids were decorating cupcakes. The real birthday cake was still on the counter. Crooked heart on top. A little lopsided. A little perfect. I snapped a photo, then deleted every contact who never once asked if I was okay. You see, not all revenge needs an audience. Sometimes it's enough to know that when they turn around expecting to see you beg, all they found was your absence. They taught me how to vanish. I finally learned. She told me not to make it about me. So I didn't. And that's when everything finally became about me.